Hello and welcome to Knights at the Game Table. I'm Ryan Kelly and I'll be your announcer this evening. We're here at the brand new Game Kastle in Austin, Texas, where Josiah's Astra Militarum will be avoiding the thunderous steps of Kevin's Orks. It's elite infantry versus makeshift mechs. Who's gonna win? Watch the episode to find out. And don't forget, you can be entered into our monthly draw to win a Start Collecting box of your choice by sharing this video and commenting down below to let us know you have. While you're working on that, we'll get the game started.
Today I has brought my favourite clan again, the Death Skulls, with a Dread War detachment. I has brought myself a Gorkanaut and a Morkanaut, what is nestled snugly in the centre of the board for maximum threat range across Josiah's entire army. We has got ourselves Big Mech with a shock attack gun. He has taken the Super Shocker from the Vigilus Dread War detachment. Yeah, we have got Mad Doc Grotznik and a War Boss with the Killer Claw. They're currently hiding inside the Gorkanaut. There is a custom force field on the Morkanaut. Then there's 10 boys hiding out in this dugout over here. And 2 lots of 10 Grots, providing a bit of cover and screening for the Big Mech.
Yes, hello, my name is Josiah, and today I'm going to be playing against Orks. I have Imperial Guard, both varieties, regular Imperial Guard, which are Cadians, and then some Stormtroopers, some Shock Troopers that are going to come in later in the game. So what I have, I'll start with my Warlord, which is a Leman Russ tank commander, and I also have a second Leman Russ tank commander, because they're just the best units in the game. I also have 3 units of regular Imperial Guardsmen with nothing on them other than las guns. I also have 2 Imperial Guard officers to give them orders, as well as to fulfill the 8 slots that I need to be able to deep strike my army, the other 8 units. All the other 8 units are, it's a separate battalion, 2 battalions, a separate battalion of Stormtroopers with 3 troop choices, and then 2 veteran squads that are going to deep strike in. Where I deployed my tanks is I split my army in half, so that he has to send one group at each one, so I can support fire with both of my heavy tanks, while he has to split up his army.
Today Josiah is going to get crumped hard because I've got a good amount of anti-tank weaponry with the custom Mega Zapper on the Morkanaut, the shock attack gun on the Big Mech. If I roll well with those, he can be expecting to lose a tank every turn. Given he only has 2 tanks, we'll be down to some little plasma men, and then we'll go and tread on them.
So my biggest advantage against the Orks, I believe, is my firepower and mobility, both of which I believe are better than his. What I'm most worried about is him being able to actually kill my tanks with his shock attack gun over there, but I find that to be doubtful that he's going to be able to do it in 1 turn.
Josiah, welcome to the channel. I'm looking forward to giving you a welcoming customary kick-in.
Good luck.
Today's mission is Strategic Gamble from Chapter Approved 2018. Each player generates up to 3 tactical objectives each turn. Players can choose to discard 2 of their objectives to get 1 new one. This new objective is worth double points if it is scored the turn it's generated. There is no sudden death for this mission. There are also additional points for Slay the Warlord, First Strike, and Linebreaker. This mission uses whole army deployment, and Kevin will go first unless Josiah can seize on a 6.
Here's my roll to see if I can seize. I do not.
For Kevin's first turn, he generated Secure Objective 2, which will require moving his Grots, Secure Objective 4, which is all the way across the board, and Defend Objective 5, which is all the way across the board in the other direction.
To get us started, the Gork and Morkanaut I've shuffled down the centre of the board. This boys squad attempted to advance, only got once, they've not gone very far, and these chaps over here are staying nice and safely tucked on this building. We're going to move on to shooting phase. I'm going to shoot with the Big Mech with a shock attack gun. First thing happens in the sequence is we see how strong the gun is. And today is a strength 3 gun, which is not very exciting. We're still going to put the shots into this here Leman Russ. There's such good variable damage in AP that even 1 shot going through is worthwhile and be wasted on Guardsmen, which is the other target. So number of shots today is 7. Death Skulls reroll. Dakar, right, that's 3 hits. We're going to wound on 6s. Reroll. Nothing. Morkanaut is firing its custom Mega Zapper into the Leman Russ over there. It's firing its other weapons into this squad of Guardsmen over here. We will start out with the custom Mega Zapper. We have paid 2 command points for more Dagger, so 5s are triggering additional hits. 3d3 shots. 4, 6, 7. For 3 hits. With strength 8, toughness 8.
8, yes.
So wounding on 4s. We've got a Death Skulls reroll for 3 wounds. AP minus 3.
All right, here's my saves. Fell them all.
Okay, 3d6. I'll always one at a time, so I've got a Death Skulls reroll to take at some point. I'll keep the 6, I'll keep the 4. That is 15 wounds on the Leman Russ.
15. All right, it's destroyed. Does it explode? It does not.
We'll put our other weapons into these guardsmen. A custom Mega Zapper. Dagger for 1 hit. Wounding on a 2. Does wound. Save at minus 3 on the guardsman.
1 save, minus 3. I can't save it, so it fails.
Rocket launches on the guardsman. No hits. And twin big shooter on the guardsman. Death Skulls reroll. More Dagger. 5 wounding on 3s. 4 armor saves on the guardsman. And you're in cover.
All right, AP? None?
0.
Okay. So 4 pluses. I passed 1, so 3 die.
Gorkanaut fires its weapons into this guard squad over here. We'll start with a Death Storm Mega Shooter. Death Skulls reroll. Dagger for 1 hit. It's going to wound on a 2. Save at minus 1 on that squad.
Armor save and minus 1. I save.
2 rockets. Shooter for 1 hit. 2. It's a 3, but it's good. All right, and 1 more save, AP 0 on the squad.
5 plus save. Fail. I have a morale check for this squad, which lost 4 models, so they're going to be at minus 4. And they're going to pass with a total of a 6. This other squad lost 1, which makes it impossible for me to fail because they're just a 7.
At the end of Kevin's first turn, he scored 1 point for first strike, making the score 0-1 in Kevin's favor. Starting off Josiah's turn 1, he generated Area Denial, very tricky with Kevin's mechs already in the center of the board. Defend Objective 6, which could be possible, and Hold the Line, which is an easy score since it's the first turn.
Didn't move my command tank so it could, since he's Cadian, so he can reroll failed hit rolls of a 1. Some of these guys had to shuffle around because I picked up the models wrong and moved them out of coherency, and these guys shuffled so they can fire at some grots over there. And then I will go straight into my shooting phase. I'm going to fire everything from my Warlord command tank at his Gorkanaut. The first order that I'm going to give to it is going to be have it reroll the number of shots that it can take. So here's the number of shots because it's going to fire its battle cannon twice. So the first one is 6, and the second one is 5. I'm not going to reroll either one. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. All hit. And then strength 8 versus toughness 8, so wounding on 4s. Oops, that's off the table. Still nothing. AP minus 2.
Right, 5 up either way. Made 1, so 2 go through.
3 damage each.
That puts him to 12.
All right, I will also fire the las cannon at him. Hits on a 3, rerolling failed to hit rolls of a 1. And it's a 2. I'm going to fire this unit of guardsmen at these grots. All right, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. Four wounds.
All right, these save on a 6. You have killed 4 grots.
All right, my officer is going to give this unit of guardsmen first rank, second rank, and they will fire at the same unit of grots. So I have 8 eligible firers, so that's going to be 16 shots. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. 8 hits, exactly average. 5 wounds.
6 is just the 1, 4 down.
My other officer is going to give this unit first rank, second rank, and they're going to fire at that unit of orcs. Hitting on 4s, and wounding on 5s. 1 wound.
Saving on a 6. No. Dead boy. These green grots are going to automatically fail morale. A dead leadership 4. They are toast.
Concluding Josiah's first turn, he scored 1 point for first strike and 1 point for Hold the Line, making the score 2-1 in Josiah's favor. At the end of battle round 1, both sides took some serious damage, but next turn will really hinge on if Kevin can survive the potential volley of fire from Josiah's Stormtroopers. At the top of Kevin's turn 2, he carried over Secure Objective 2, Secure Objective 4, and Defend Objective 5. Of those, he discarded Secure Objective 4 and Defend Objective 5 to generate Secure Objective 5, which is not going to happen this turn.
Movement phase. The big mech with the shock attack gun has climbed down because he didn't have line of sight on anything except a few guardsmen. The boys have continued to shuffle down the left side of the board and have taken up refuge behind that building. And the Gorkanauts have moved to the center of the board. The Gorkanaut taking objective 2. We are now going to do some shooting. Big mech with a shock attack gun. So I'm going to roll for the strength of the shock attack gun. Today it's 4. They're going to target the closest unit guardsman. Number of shots today is 7. He moved, so he's only hitting on a 6. We'll take our Death Skulls reroll. And that's 1 hit. He wounds on a 3. That's good. Save at -5 on the guardsman.
All right, 1 guardsman is vaporized.
The Morkanaut is going to shoot at the Leman Russ over there. So all we got is custom makers out against the Leman Russ at the back. I'm not using any stratagems. 3d3 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again. We is hitting on 5s. More dagger. 2. Wounding on 4s. Reroll. Just the 1 save at -3.
So save at -3. So 1 6 plus save. Fail.
Right. He's going to take 4 damage.
All right. He'll go down to 8 wounds remaining.
Gorkanaut is going to fire his weapons at the rearmost guard squad. Death Storm Mega Shooter. 15. Strength 6. It's going to wound on 2s. 15 saves at -1 on the rear squad of guardsmen.
All right. I'm pretty sure the squad is devastated, but more than devastated, annihilated. 6 pluses, and they are dead.
In Kevin's turn 2, he scored 1 point for Secure Objective 2, which ties the score 2-2. For Josiah's second turn, he carried over Area Denial and Defend Objective 6. He generated Secure Objective 4, which is pretty likely this turn. He then discarded Area Denial and Defend Objective 6 for Secure Objective 1, which should be easy with some D-striking forces.
All right, did my movement. These 2 units over here, my tank commander and this unit of infantry stay stationary, so I can get that sweet reroll failed hit rolls of a 1 bonus. These guys move back to Secure Objective 4, which is one of my tactical objectives. Then I had some Stormtroopers come down to Secure Objective 1, which is my other objective that I secured that is worth double points, as well as bring in my veterans, which will hopefully destroy that Morkanaut. And then another two more squads of Stormtroopers that are going to put some damage on this Gorkanaut. All right, and moving to my shooting phase. I'm going to have this unit of guardsmen, or have my officer give this unit of guardsmen 1st rank, 2nd rank, and fire into those orcs. 5 guys, so 10 shots. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s, wounding on 5s. Still a 1, and wounding on 5s. Oops. 2 wounds.
All right. Oh, did you get this one? 6,
Yeah, 2 wounds.
All right. Saving on 6s. 2 dead boys.
I will go ahead and spend another command point and go down to 10 so that this officer can give 2 orders, and he will give both of these units reroll failed to hit rolls of a 1. And I will start with this plasma squad overcharging into this Morkanaut.
Alrighty then.
So I will do them one at a time. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, and 6s generate an extra shot.
Nice.
Actually, generate an extra hit. So first one, re-rolling 1s, generate an extra hit. Re-rolling 1s, just a miss. And then the last one. All right. So just 1 6 for that squad. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1, so 6. And strength 8 versus toughness 8. So wounding on 4s.
Wounding on
4s.
4s, yeah.
Yep. So 4 wounds at AP -3.
All right, on 5 up him on. I made 1, 3 go through.
So 6 damage total. So 1 guy, 2 guys, re-rolling 1s, rolled a 6. The next guy, and the final guy, we roll 1s. 6 hits, but +1, so 7 total. Wounding on 4s. So that's going to be a total of 5 wounds at AP -3.
All right, looking for 5-ups. I need 3 of these. Oh, I made 3 of these. 2 go through. Down to 2.
I have this squad, which will fire its plasma guns there, and then the hotshot las guns and the plasma pistol will also fire at the squad of orcs.
All right.
Plasma gun, overcharge, and second one overcharge, all hit, and 4s to wound. Oh, no wounds. I'll use a command point to reroll one of those and go down to 9 command points remaining. Wounds.
Looking for 5-up. Do I want to command point that? Yeah, I will.
All right, going for your 33% chance, and it
Got it.
succeeds.
All right, on 3 CP. But the Gorkanaut stands.
All right, I will fire the rest of the shots here at this orc squad. Plasma pistol will not overcharge. Hits and wounds on a 3, no wound. And then 2 other hotshot las guns, both hit, and wound on 5s. 1 wound, AP -3.
Can't save, so dead boy.
Firing my command tank at the Gorkanaut to hopefully finish it off. And then firing the las cannon from the same command tank at the Gorkanaut. So battle cannon, 2d6 shots. So 5 for the first one, and for the second one, 1. I'll re-roll that. And got 2, so 7 shots total.
That's good.
2, 4, 6, 7. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. And wounding on 4s. No wounds. Again. That's pretty impressive. All right.
Unlucky.
All right, the las cannon is the Gorkanaut. Hits on a 3, which hits, and wounds on a 3, so no wound. This commander will give this unit reroll failed hit rolls of a 1, and then they will fire at the Gorkanaut. So first plasma gun firing, both hit. Second one firing, reroll failed hit rolls of a 1, all hit, no 6s, wounding on 4s. 1 wound.
5-up in mom. Made it.
All right, excellent. And then the plasma pistol, overcharged, hits, and 1 wound. Wounds on a 4.
Goes through.
2 damage. Then 2 hotshot las guns at that squad of Gretchen. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. 2, 1 hit, and then 1 was a 6, so it generated extra hit. So wounding on 3s. No wounds. Rinse and repeat for this exact for that unit as well. He'll give them the order. So plasma guns. First plasma gun, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, generating hits on 6s, but miss. And the second plasma gun misses. And then wounds on 4s. No wound. Then the plasma pistol misses on a 2. Hotshot las guns at the same unit, or at the Gretchen. So 3 total hits with 2 shots because I rolled a 6. Wounding on 3s, so 1 wound. AP -3.
Dead Gretchen.
All right, that was a really poor phase.
Unlucky not to finish that Gorkanaut off. That was his time had come.
All right, let's see. I believe that is the end of my turn. I think you might have a morale check for the Gretchen squad.
Yep, and possibly the boy squad. All right, so 3 boys down, leadership 7. 5, so I'm going to lose another 1. And Gretchen 1 died, leadership 4. That's a 6. So
Concluding Josiah's turn 2, he scored 2 points for Secure Objective 1 and 1 point for Secure Objective 4. This makes the score 5-2 in Josiah's favor. For Battle Round 2, Josiah brought in all his veterans, but failed to take out the Gorkanaut. and the damage Kevin dealt to his initial forces leaves Josiah in a precarious position going into round 3. Starting Kevin's turn 3, he carried over Secure Objective 5. He also generated Secure Objective 3, an easy grab, and Defend Objective 2, which is too far away, so Kevin discarded Secure Objective 5 and Defend Objective 2 to generate Assassinate, which should be easy with all the characters nearby.
In the movement phase, these grots have come shuffling over here to grab Objective 3. The big mech has stayed where he is, so he doesn't get a penalty to his shooting. The Gorkanaut has obbled a bit to the left, as much as he is capable. The boys have come back towards Objective 1. These guardsmen over here. And the Gorkanaut has come round to line up these characters, these guardsmen, these characters in his sights. It's now time for the shooting phase. 6 boys with sluggers are going to shoot this squad of 4 plasma guys here. Hitting on 5s, Death Skulls for a reroll, and Mordaka for 3 hits. There's going to wound on 3s. You've got 2 oh, hang on, Death Skulls reroll. Nice, 3 saves on your armor.
All right. Yep, 3 4+ saves. One's cocked. Fail 3.
Gorkanaut is going to fire. Is going to fire its custom Mega Zapper over there, and it's going to fire its other weapons into this squad of 4 over here. So, custom Mega Zapper first, 3d3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again. Death Skulls reroll. Mordaka on 2 of those. 6, we're going to wound on 4s. Take our Death Skulls reroll. Just 2 though. Alright, 2 saves at -3 on the Lehman Ross.
Alright. 2 6+ saves.
That's one of them.
Save 1.
Alright, damage is going to be 6.
Alright, it goes down to 2 wounds remaining.
Alright. Then against this squad of 4, we've got custom Mega Blaster. Ooh, that's a 1. That's going to get hot and deal him a mortal wound. Down a 1. Then we've got rockets. Daka. Just the 1. Going to wound on a 2. No. And I've had my wound reroll, so that's no good. And then I've got the shooters. 3 Daka. For 4. It's going to wound on 3s. You got 2 more armor saves on these 4 here.
Regular saves?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 4+. Save them both.
Nice. Gorkanaut's going to fire all its weapons into these 5 here.
Okay. I'm going to use the command point and go to ground to add 1 to their save.
All right, sounds good. He has got a Scorcher with an 8, which is going to be D6 shots. Just the 1. Strength 5, so it's going to wound on a 3. All right, you got a save at -1.
4+ save. Save.
All right. He's got rockets. Yeah, I guess I'll take my Death Skulls reroll. No, just 1. Gonna wound on a 2. Yep, save at -2.
So a 5+ save. Kill 1.
Then we got Twin Big Shooter. Mordaka. 4. It's gonna wound on 3s. 3 on your armor.
3 3+. Save them all.
And then Deathstorm Mega Shooter. Just a 3. It's going to wound on 2s. 3 more saves at -1.
3 4+. Pass 1. So 2 die.
Let's fire the big mech with the shock attack gun. He's going to be firing to these 2 guardsmen no matter what he rolls.
Yep.
Let's see our strength. Oh, now it's strength 8. Let's see our number of shots. It's 6. Death Skulls reroll. And 1 more Daka. Gives us 2 hits. So we're wounded on 2s. 2 saves at -5.
All right, they're gone.
Let's do these boys. They're going to charge squad of 5.
A squad of 5, a character, and then 1 and 4.
They can charge the 5, the character, and the 1.
All right. So I'm going to start off by throwing a grenade with one of the las gun guys.
All right.
So number of shots with the grenade, 2. Looking for 6s, nothing. Then a regular hotshot las gun, 2 shots, both miss. And then 2 plasma guns. They are not going to overcharge, so I'll just roll them together.
Are you sure?
Yeah, same chances of them killing themselves as killing orcs, so.
That is true.
All miss, and luckily I didn't, because they would have died for sure. And then a plasma pistol from the sergeant. Hits, which is 2 shots, or 2 hits.
All right.
So 3s to wound. 2 orcs die. And then I have this guy, the lone guy firing his plasma gun, which is in rapid fire range. So hitting on 6s, no hits.
That's an 8, which is going to be good, I think.
And did you end up making contact with my character?
I am within an inch of him.
Okay.
Charge the Gorkanaut into only the squad that is tied up and this character.
Okay.
All right. There's an 8. Gorkanaut, I'm going to spend 2 command points for ramming speed. So he charges 3d6, not 2 up, he'll do d3 mortal wounds. He's going to charge both characters and this squad of 5 over here.
Okay. I will go ahead and overcharge my plasma here. Everybody should be in rapid fire. Yep, they are. So, plasma gun number 1, 2 hits. Plasma gun number 2, no hits. And the plasma pistol, nothing. So, 2 4+, 1 wound.
AP.
AP -3, 2 damage.
Right, so on a 6, because he's out of range of the force field, goes through, takes 2 on 14.
And then my hotshot las guns, looks like they're out of rapid fire range. Both miss. And this officer's las pistol hits and no wound.
All right. We've got a 11 on the dice. How many wounds do both these characters have?
3 and 4.
All right. So the one with 3, I'll try and put them all wounds on.
Okay.
On a 2-up, goes through. He takes 2 more wounds.
Okay. It goes down to 1.
All right. None of these guys have like particular melee weapons, right?
No. Chain swords is the best I got.
All right. So I'm going to pile in the Gorkanaut. Very dirtily engage everybody.
Everybody except for the commander.
And then he's going to put his attacks on this squad over here.
Okay.
He's got 2 attacks. He's going to use a swipe profile, which makes him 3 each. And then he only hits on 5 because he's so badly wounded. I've got an 8 reroll, a 2 hits, strength 8, so we're going to wound on 2s. 2 saves,
-2.
2, I think, yeah.
2 6+ saves. 2 die. So I will interrupt with the character. 4 attacks hitting on 3s. And wounding on 5s. 1 wound.
All right, I'll save on a 6. No, you've killed one of the boys. Pile in and see if I can do your character, which is now considerably less likely. That's going to turn out to be a good decision. All right, in on 3s. My reroll. No. Strength 4, T3, so 3s. Got the reroll. 3 saves.
3 4+ saves. He takes 2. Goes down to 2.
So we've got Gorkanaut. He has got 6 attacks with swipes times 3. So he's going to put 6 into the guy on 1 and 12 onto the guy on 4.
Okay.
So guy on 1. All hitting. All wounding.
All right. He's been crushed under
6
the.
at -2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 6 at -2. This is on the officer?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been crushed to death under your ironclad boots.
Let's try and do this other character here. Another 6 at -2.
6 at -2. 2, 4, 6. Looking for 6s. He fails 5 of the saves, which even with the D3 is enough to kill him.
All right, you'll fight back.
I will go ahead and just do the squad which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 attacks, hitting on 4s, and wounding on 6s. 1 wound. Regular armor save.
3 up. He's good.
All right, and then over here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks versus the Orks, hitting on 4s and re-rolling, or sorry, not re-rolling, wounding on 5s. 2 wounds.
6s. No, that's finished him off.
Excellent. And then the plasma gun squad over there is going to have 4 attacks, hitting on 4s and wounding on 6s. 2 hits, no wounds. And then one last guy, hitting on a 4, hits, and wounding on a 6, fails to wound. All right.
You tried so hard to be the hero you need.
Indubitably. I have morale for my Stormtrooper squad, and they lost 2 models, so I need to roll anything but a 6. Which I rolled a 6, so I will use a command point and save a plasma gun. And it becomes a 1, so it's a pass. All right.
And then the squad that lost 3?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. They lost 3, so he's also leadership 7. He passes.
At the end of Kevin's turn 3, he scored 1 point for secure objective 3 and 2 points for assassinate, making the score tied at 5-5. Beginning Josiah's turn 3, he generated Blood and Guts, very difficult for the shooty guard, Assassinate, which with some lucky shooting could be possible, and Priority Orders Received. He discarded both Blood and Guts and Priority Orders Received to get secure objective 3, which again could be possible with some lucky shots.
Moved this unit towards the middle so I can kind of control these 3 objectives if I get any more throughout the game. Same for this other unit, move them up so I can control more objectives throughout later in the game. Broke all of my units out of close combat, fell back over here with this unit, but only an inch away so that he can't advance towards the rest of my army. He has to keep charging there. Also fell back over here so that I can destroy this with either ordering these guys to kill it, or hopefully my tank commander can do something to it this turn. All right, and then with that I'm going to go into shooting. I will start off by giving these guys the order advance and shoot, so they get to fire now, and they'll fire at your Gorkanaut.
All right.
Trying to do the last wound to it, hitting on 4s, and then strength 3 versus toughness 8, so wounding on 6s. No wounds. My commander will give this unit the order to regroup, and then they'll fire here.
All right then.
So plasma gun, these are overcharged. Plasma gun 1, the guy dies and 1 hit. The second guy, 1 hit, and then the plasma pistol from the sergeant, 1 hit. Strength 8 versus toughness 8, so wounding on 4s. 3 wounds.
3 wounds. All right then. AP.
AP minus 3.
All right, so I need 5 up for this. No, it has not happened. He is finally done.
Does he explode?
We're going to find out. Does he explode? He does not.
All right. 48. Is that in range?
Yep.
All right. So everything from my command tank at your Grotz.
Okay.
Las cannon hits and wounds, and then the battle cannon. I'm going to do the order for reroll the number of shots. So the first shot 2, I'll use that order to reroll that down to 1, and then the second one is 5, so a total of 6 shots, hitting on 5s and wounding on 2s. 3 hits, rerolling 1s because it stays stationary, still a miss, and wounding on 2s. So a total of 3 Grots will die. I might command point the 1/1 because I really need those guys to go away. You have 1 command point left.
Yeah.
And you also, so you're going to lose 3 total right now, which will leave you. What's your leadership?
4.
So you could roll a 1 and still pass. I'll go ahead and use a command point and go down to 4 to guarantee that objective.
All right.
Oh, not guarantee. I still have to roll a run roll. Still a 1. All right. And then this officer will give them the order to move, move, move. So they will move and advance again for 2 inches. 8 inches total.
Rolling roll for my 3 blue grots. I've got a 3, so 2 run away.
Ending Josiah's turn 3, he scored no points, keeping the score tied at 5-5. Battle round 3 was bloody, with the Orks and Astra Militarum both losing heaps of models. However, the Orks have dealt some crippling blows to the Guard, even denying them the objectives they needed going into round 4. For Kevin's turn 4, he generated Defend Objective 4, which is fairly far away, Defend Objective 6, which he is nowhere near, and Scour the Skies, impossible since Josiah has no flying units. He then discarded Defend Objective 6 and Scour the Skies to get Grab the Loot, which should be possible in later turns.
In my movement phase, the War Boss and Mad Doc Grosnick disembarked and advanced over towards this objective point over here. The Gorkanaut has moved in between these buildings. The Big Mech with a shock attack gun has slipped around the back here, and the Grot has stayed where he is. Shooting the Gorkanaut's weapons, he's going to put the Scorcher into this unit here, and he's going to fire everything else into these 4 plasma chappies over here. Scorcher's going to do 2 hits.
I'm going to go ahead and use a command point and have them go to ground.
Death Skulls reroll, still a 2. 1 save at -1 on this squad from the Scorcher.
1 dies.
Deathstorm Mega Shooter over here. 10, they're going to wound on 2s.
7, 4 plus saves. Fail 2.
Then we got the rockets. I'll use my hit reroll here. I've got Mordaka. Wounds on 2s. Another 2 saves at -2.
2 5 plus saves. They both explode.
The Big Mech with a shock attack gun. Let's determine his gun strength. Strength of the gun is 7. We're going to go after the tank commander back there. Number of shots is 12.
That's impressive.
Take a hit reroll. And yeah, we're only on 6s after moving. We got 2. Dagger, dagger, dagger. Alright. He's going to win on 5s. Death Skulls reroll. 1 save at -5.
Fail. Damage.
How many is he left on?
Huh?
How many's he got left?
He has 2 left.
2, okay. I've got 6 with the reroll, so 6.
All right. Does he explode? He does not.
Alright, let's go on to the charge phase. Grosnick can charge because he's within range of the War Boss.
Yep.
You know, advance, so he's going to charge that squad of guardsmen over there.
Okay. Hitting on 6s. Do I get to reroll 1s since I don't remember? I don't think so. Just 1 hit. 1 wound.
Alright, 1 goes through.
Yep.
0.
Yep.
Okay, so he's got 4 up save and a 5 up feel no pain. He saves on the 5, so he's good. Going for the charge.
Yep. An 11.
11.
You are definitely in.
He's definitely in. And let's charge the Gorkanaut into the squad over here.
Okay. Plasma guns are going to overcharge. So plasma gun 1, 4 hits. Plasma gun 2, nothing, and the plasma pistol. Sergeant dies. 4 hits.
4 hits on Overwatch is pretty good.
Yeah, and 4 is to wound. 3 wounds.
Nice.
AP -3.
-3. Okay, looking for 6s. Gorkanaut takes 6 wounds down to 8, and he's on his second profile.
And then the hotshot las gun misses.
All right, the charge. We're good on a 7. Let's do the fighting, and let's do Grosnick. I've not played with Grosnick since the Index days. So he's got 4 attacks with the claw and 1 with the... Actually, what's their save? Is it 5 up?
5 up.
Yeah, 4 with the claw, 1 with the syringe. So with the claw, aiming on 3s, all hits. Wound on 2s. Death Skulls reroll. 3 at -3.
All right, that's going to kill 3.
Is a poisoned weapon, so it needs a 4 to wound, does not wound. Oh, I've had a wound reroll, so you can't take another one. All right, and then I'll move on to fight with Gorkanaut.
Okay.
So I'll take my 3-inch pile in. He is down to 5 attacks hitting on 4s. He's going to swipe, so he's got 15. Death Skulls, and wound on 2s. Death Skulls reroll. 9 at -2.
On these guys? 9 at -2, 6+ saves. They are wiped out. I'm doing morale for my infantry squad. They lost 3 models, so I need to roll a 6 fails. It's 7.
2 run away?
Yeah.
In Kevin's turn 4, he scored no points, keeping the score tied at 5-5. Beginning Josiah's turn 4, he carried over Assassinate and Secure Objective 3. He also generated Kingslayer, putting the focus on Kevin's Warlord.
I moved this infantry squad over to Objective 4 to deny him the Objective 4, defend Objective 4. I moved this squad up to kill that last grot. I moved and advanced this Stormtrooper squad to hopefully kill his Warlord. So these guys are going to fire at the grot first, and the officer here will give them first rank, second rank.
All right.
Hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s.
Did you get -1 for advancing, or?
I didn't advance them. They just moved forward. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. 1 hit out of my 10 shots. No wound. I'll use a command point here and go down to 2.
Seems good.
And 1 wound.
All right, brought in cover. Needs a 5. My last command point. Let's see if I can save that grot. Oh, he's safe! Look at him! Look at him go!
All right. So the officer is going to try to kill the grot. Hits on a 3. And I already used my command point.
No!
To reroll.
The grot! He is the hero we deserve.
All right. Those guys will just kill that grot.
All right then. He's asking for it.
Plasma guns, none of them are going to overcharge, so I'll just fire them all. Hitting on 4s because they advanced, and wounding on 2s. The grot dies.
He's vaporized.
Yeah.
Having done his grotty duty. What boss could ask for more?
And I believe that's my turn.
Concluding Josiah's turn 4, he scored 1 point for Secure Objective 3, making the score 6-5, Josiah's favor. For Battle Round 4, the Orks started cleaning up the Astra Militarum infantry scattered around the board. Josiah may have the lead, but he'll need to weather a savage Ork assault while still taking out characters to secure this lead. Starting out Kevin's turn 5, he carried over Defend Objective 4 and grabbed a loot. He also generated Secure Objective 1, which is a bit too far away for him this turn.
In my movement phase, the Gorkanaut has moved to take Objective 2. Grotnik and the Warboss have surrounded those guardsmen, and the big mech with the shock attack gun has advanced, so he won't be able to shoot. He wants to hold Objective 3 this turn. On to shooting. The Gorkanaut's going to shoot everything he's got into these 3 chaps over here. Start with rockets, more dagger, 2 hits, wounding on 2s, 2 saves -2.
2 6+ saves. Fail them both.
Death Storm Mega Shooter. 8, wounds on 2. 7, 8 at -1.
On the same guy?
Yeah, same guy.
All right. 5+ saves. He does pretty well, but he still dies.
Grotnik is going to charge that group over there.
Overwatch. 1 hit. And no wound.
And
No wound.
okay. All right. He's in on a 6, and it's charging the Warboss. He's good on a 4. Combat time. Warboss. He hits on 2s. Death Skulls reroll. He wounds on 2s. 4 at -3.
All right, that kills them all.
All right.
Finishing Kevin's turn 5, he scored 1 point for Grab to Loot, making the score tied at 6-6. For Josiah's turn 5, he carried over Assassinate and Kingslayer. He generated Secure Objective 6, which, with some maneuvering, could be possible. He discarded Assassinate and Kingslayer to generate Defend Objective 5, which is not possible in the last turn of the game.
I moved these guys up to hold Objective 6. I moved this guy over to hopefully move in advance, because if I got perfect numbers, I could potentially deny this objective over here. And then I moved my commander a little bit closer to his for no real reason, because they're just going to stand there and look at each other. Going to my shooting phase. These are obviously last-ditch efforts. I have to kill that his warlord, or I lose the game here. My officer is going to throw a grenade at his warlord. Number of shots, 1. I'll use my last command point to re-roll that for 5. Hitting on 3s and a 6 generates an extra hit, so 6 hits total, and then 5s to wound. No wounds.
It's a roller coaster of emotions here at Nice at the Game Table.
My officer will now charge his warlord. You get to Overwatch me.
I do get Overwatch. All right, strength of the gun is 8, and number of shots is 5. Death Skulls reroll. Oh God! What Daka? All right, 2 hits. I get a wound on 2s.
Yep.
Oh, 2 saves and -5.
I don't get any
And
saves.
then he's gonna take 5 and get vaporized.
Yep.
Oh, okay. And that seals it, right?
Yep.
Oh, good game, Josiah. Good lord.
Concluding Josiah's final turn, he scored 1 point for Secure Objective 6. Kevin scored 1 point for Linebreaker and 2 points for Defend Objective 5, making Kevin the victor with 9 points to Josiah 7.
Rolling into this game, I thought I was pretty confident that my strategy was solid. On turn 1, I think he did pretty well by destroying my command tank and getting it off the board before I was ever able to fire. The next phase of the game, I think, came in turn 2, whenever I was trying to destroy his Gorkanaut. I thought that I put enough firepower down on it with 10 plasma guns, a plasma pistol, and a command tank, but it was still alive at the end of the turn with 2 wounds left. Other than that, I think the game was super close. It was so close that I was re-rolling, using command points to re-roll wounds against Grots, and he was using command points to re-roll to save wounds against Grots to stop me from scoring objectives. So it was a very, very close game. I enjoyed it immensely. Thank you very much, Kevin, for playing.
Well, that was a pleasure and a privilege. A super close game, as Josiah has said. The command points on Grot rerolls for wounds and saves is just ridiculous. I could have saved myself a bit of bother, actually, if I'd tucked that Grot very cunningly into the corner of this building and shielded it from the lasgun fire over there. But that's a bit of minutiae I missed and very almost cost me. That could have swung the entire game, because he would have got plasma shots off of my Warlord, big mech, and done him in. Apart from that, this list is a little bit flimsy because it has very little in the way of troops. And it's difficult to control all these points spread out in a game like this. But I wanted to play with a small amount of models, and I wanted to play with my big robots. So that's the cost I absorbed. If I really wanted to win, I'd probably only run one of those and run a bit more of a balanced list, a bit more infantry, and maybe deep strike in some Evil Sons or something. But I just always enjoy playing with these great big Nauts every single time. They're so much fun. Josiah was a great sport, super, super close, great game, and see you next time.
What a match. Kevin's Orks and Josiah's Astra Militarum both had the tools to deal with the other's army. But Kevin's positioning and his refusal to die ultimately spelled defeat for Josiah. Hopefully the forces of the Astra Militarum will put in orders for Josiah to be back soon. And if you want to learn some free tactics, paying tutorials, and more, check out our free guide in the description below. And if you want to see who's playing next week, check this out.
Next week on Knights at the Game Table.
Iron Hands
Versus
Raven Guard.